It's weather for Weather Geeks on a very busy Thursday. We'll make this as short as we can. There's a lot going on today. Two things went wrong today. The freezing rain came in an average of 2 to 3 hours sooner than it looked like it would last night. I was thinking last night the rain would come in around 11. By that point, temperatures would have warmed to at least 32, if not 33. Instead, the freezing rain or the rain came in closer to 9, and the temperatures didn't have time to warm up as the rain came in. So we had a couple of hours worth of freezing rain. Unfortunately, lots of accidents, lots of problems. And then we had a brief 30-minute to 40-minute burst of wet, heavy snow on the backside of that freezing rain that has caused all sorts of problems early this afternoon. Now, as I record this at about 1:30, the last of that steady band of snow is pushing across I-79 in Mercer and down into eastern Lawrence counties. We're going to get a lull now, it looks like, for several hours. This is a good thing because, of course, the kids will be getting out of school here in a little while. People will be going home from work, and I think this slot of nothingness is going to hang out for the most part. Now, you might see a flurry or even just a touch of light snow or even some spits of drizzle for the majority of the rest of the daylight hours, but I do not think we will have the kind of problems we've had so far today until after dark, and we're going to have to keep an eye on what happens with this stuff back here, trying to pivot in after dark, maybe close to 7 or 8 this evening. So that's what we're going to have to watch out for. Notice the temperature contrast across the state. We're still at freezing in Youngstown, but they've pushed 50 in Cincinnati. So the warm air is down here, and we are going to get above freezing by a few degrees in most spots this afternoon. So take advantage of this time this afternoon to clear off your driveway, do whatever you need to do, because tonight it's going to turn cold, and we're going to have a little more snow again, and things are going to get slick again. It's a good opportunity this afternoon to take care of the shoveling and clearing before things get icy and slick and frozen again later on tonight. So let's talk about how things are going to progress for the rest of the day today and into tonight. Let's focus on the real short term here with our high resolution rapid refresh model. This is the highest resolution model we have. Going to go forward a couple of hours here. Now everything shows up in green here, but this is not all rain. Usually green means rain, but for the most part, we're talking about snow here. At about 3 p.m., it is showing some light precipitation around. I think this is overdone in general. The area I'm more concerned about is what's going on back here across northwest Ohio, pivoting back in after sunset. So let's go ahead to 7 p.m. this evening. As this rolls back in, I think the snow rates can pick up again. There can be a burst of snow in some areas this evening, and we could see fresh ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch, even an inch amounts this evening. And that can lead to things getting slick again. Then as we go into the overnight tonight, the snow shower activity will become a little more random and haphazard, and it'll be most consistent, I think, in the north of I-80. So, Mercer, Trumbull counties, that's where the most consistent snow showers will be overnight, after midnight, and that's why overall snow totals through tomorrow morning will probably be highest up there. Now, between this evening and tomorrow morning, I think in general, anyone can see a coating to an inch. Your best chance of seeing 2-3 inches will be north of 80. Warren, Niles, Cortland, Hubbard, Sharon maybe, over towards Greenville. You can see a couple or a few inches by tomorrow morning. And over here in eastern Mercer County, especially north of I-80, you could even see 4. But for most of Mahoning and extreme southern Trumbull and Lawrence and Columbiana, that's a coating to an inch or so worth of new snow on top of what we've already had later on today and into tonight. Now, tomorrow is just going to be a pretty brutal day to be outside. The flurries will continue at least through the first half of the day. Temperatures will go nowhere tomorrow. We'll kick off the day in the upper teens, and we might actually just slowly fall through the teens all day. These are the wind chills tomorrow. First thing in the morning, it's going to feel like it's in the single digits. This is not cold enough to cause any school delays, but there might be some residual delays tomorrow morning with slick travel as a result of the snow showers overnight. I'm no expert on school closings and delays, but I suppose it's a possibility. But the wind chills alone will not be enough to cause delays. We'll be in the single digits, but then wind chills will stay in the single digits all day, dropping below 0 at night. Here's Saturday morning. Actual temperature probably pretty close to 0 Saturday morning, and the wind chill maybe down to -5. So cold start to the upcoming weekend. Speaking of the weekend, all right, let's focus on the next system. Saturday's a fine day. Better half of the weekend. We'll see some sun. It'll be mixed with some fair weather clouds. It's going to be cold. And then we go to Sunday, and the modeling is finally starting to come into enough of an agreement that our confidence is increasing as to what's going to happen on Sunday. Here's Sunday afternoon. Low pressure cruising pretty far to our south, and that's important. It's going to go far enough south that while I do think this will be a pretty significant snow event for the I-70 corridor down towards Columbus, Dayton, Indianapolis, Cincinnati even, Louisville, the farther north you are, the lower amounts are going to be. Here we go. We're watching the Super Bowl Sunday night. There can be snow across the valley. It is going to snow, I think, at least a little bit. But the bigger problems are going to be south of Route 30 and even closer to I-70 down in through here. So our travel can be slick Sunday afternoon and into Sunday night, and perhaps even first thing Monday morning. Here's Monday morning. The storm is now heading off the East Coast. Probably still some residual light snows back here, but probably nothing real heavy. But as far as accumulations go, here's the latest GFS model. The colors here, again, maybe a little hard to decipher as to what we're talking about, but I think down in here, I-70 down towards the Ohio River, this is a pretty solid 4 to 8 or 3 to 6, something like that, for Columbus, Zanesville, Cambridge, Athens, Cincinnati. And then north of there, towards our viewing area, I think this is probably more like a 2 to 4. Let's zoom in real quickly on our viewing area here. Numbers will be a little bit easier to see if we zoom in. Did it miss? Let's try that again. There we go. The GFS would suggest here by Monday morning that we get a few inches. You know, this is all lumped together with tonight's snow and then Sunday's snow. So it has 5 inches approximately here, but that's a combination of tonight and Sunday. I think Sunday and Sunday night snow will be more like 2 to 4. Now, keep in mind, this is only Thursday. Any northward nudge in the storm track by 100 miles could make a lot of difference. I doubt that happens, but it's something we'll have to be wary of. But as of right now, this will not be a big storm for the Youngstown area, but one that will be a nuisance. It will cause slow travel Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. So we will keep you updated on that, of course, throughout the next few days. In the meantime, I'm going to be posting radar snapshots, all sorts of updates and everything on social media this afternoon and this evening. I'll have a full update on 21 News at 6. Watch out for that second burst of snow in parts of the area after sunset this evening. Roads are slick early this afternoon, but the rest of the afternoon daylight hours, look for a lot of improvements on especially the main roads. All right, I'll see you right back here tomorrow afternoon.